So I just wanted to give you this update. There's some exciting information coming out. Basically, I wanted to tell you that Trump is back. I mean, there's different phases of being back, right? He has never really left us. It's an illusion. But he has been legally reinstated. A couple of months ago, I covered that. And they kept it a secret. And they have taken over January 1st, 2023, okay? And I also wanted to tell you, for those who are not aware, just because something is not in the news, it doesn't mean that it has not happened yet. And it is my view that it has happened as well. And so I have a lot of other things we predicted, and they will maybe surface later. Usually we see things oftentimes after the effect in the news, or sometimes it doesn't make mainstream news, so we have to check the alternative news. And also I want to tell you that we are entering 5D. We are somewhat already in 5D, in the fifth dimension. Ascension is happening right now. And also I want to tell you, on January 2nd, 2023, God Almighty has told me that He has taken over the earth. Okay, before, about a year and a half ago, I told you guys that God Almighty has told me that He's now in control of the earth. That's the difference. Now He's taken over the earth. Okay, and He thanked me for my services. And He told me some things, such as we were created in Egypt, and in the future, in the near future here, it will be revealed to us where we are from, why we are here, and what is our higher purpose. Okay? So a lot of things will be coming to the surface like that. And so then we got some prediction confirmation, and I predicted that a lot of things will be happening in January, and they are happening right now. So a talk is right now, the global monetary system is changing. In Russia and China, they no longer want to use the US dollar. So I said we're going to see the currency reset starting in January. There's going to be a phase until March, April. And we also hear about important resignations in government in Iran. And talk is also there about a currency crisis. So things are surfacing in regards to currency. And then we're also going to the gold standards. Currencies will be asset-backed. And we're going to be on the same level. All countries are pretty much at $1. I don't know if maybe some will be a little bit more than others at the end, but basically that's the idea. And currencies have to be asset-backed, so that's about to happen. And January 1st was very important, as I predicted it, because the White Hats, Trump, took over. They took control. So I predicted that money is coming back as early as January for us, January 2023. So you might be seeing some checks and things are starting to get better. At the same time, you know, people feel maybe a panic and they feel insecurities because stock market and the real estate markets are crashing. They have to crash because a new system will be here. And so I already predicted that the New York Stock Exchange will dissolve completely and go to zero, but so will other stock markets as well. I can't confirm all of them because there's so many scams involved they're doing. So we have heard now the other day that Social Security payments will go up significantly. I predicted earlier that I see them going up to about $5,000. And news has surfaced Social Security payments are for senior citizens are going to be as much as $4,194. And that's just for some, not for all. I know some people have less, but it's an increase that has not happened before like that. And there will be more increases. Okay, that's just the start. So there will be more in the future. So I told you guys, senior citizens and children are the Whitehead's priorities. Veterans, of course, too, but that's very important. So then what's also going on is that there was some intel that leaked that congressmen have already been brought to Gitmo, and some of them have already been executed. Remember, there was a lot of face masks out there as well, and clones and things like that. And usually in secret, they execute the original ones and then they execute the clones later. So it's just really complicated what's going on. And Nancy Pelosi has been arrested before so many times. I can't even count how many times. And they were part of the mafia. So anyway, so intel was coming out that congressmen and women have already been brought to Gitmo, or maybe a similar place like Gitmo, a military prison, and they're going to be executed. And so talk is about there are 9 Supreme Court judges. They're about to discuss the Bronson case that's involving action to remove 388 Congress members and congressmen and women. I mean, it has already happened. So usually when there's a public version, it has already happened before, and they're already removed. They're already arrested. And basically what happened is that they violated their oath. They should have investigated. They knew it was election fraud, and they certified the election, and that's actually treason. And that is what this law case is all about. In reality, there are no 9 Supreme Court judges at the moment. There's only 1 judge, and I told you this a while back, Clarence Thomas. And then I also got the new information there are 2 interim judges as well who are ruling right now. So when they're saying 9 Supreme Court judges are ruling, no, these are only those 3. I mean, Clarence Thomas and then 2 interim judges. I don't know if they're ruling or not, but they're helping him. So that's basically about the surface, and then that will of course have consequences, and they will then be removed. Okay, it doesn't mean that they're going to be executed officially right away or arrested right away. There's a process for the normies that's going to be displayed like a movie, but things have already happened. So Trump posted yesterday on Truth Social, very good things are happening behind the scenes. The event will end up making the Republican Party stronger, more united than before. Okay, he's talking about this event. We've talked about the event before, which is part of the EBS, the takeover of the system and so on. Elon Musk, so he posted yesterday, wasn't Twitter supposed to die by now or something? I mean, there you have it. I mean, are you awake yet? Elon Musk supposedly bought Twitter, right, to destroy Twitter. So why would he buy Twitter to destroy it? I said he will destroy Twitter, and Twitter will be finished. So he has been exposing Twitter, all the crimes they did, and it became the hub of a lot of terrorism and a lot of plotting and conspiracy and censorship. And it was about voter fraud and so on. And so basically the Taliban, a lot of terrorists and Nazis took over groups, and they're bashing patriots, and we patriots were banned, and they're not banned no matter how much violence they promote. And so why does he now want to Twitter to die when he just spent so much money on buying Twitter? So it makes absolutely no sense. Also, news has surfaced that Twitter has not paid their rent in San Francisco. So why don't we pay the rent? Could it be they're not what they seem to be? And then I posted, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something. I said, Twitter is a crime scene. Then the next day, so-called Elon Musk, face mask, has posted that Twitter is a crime scene. Oh, and what do you do in a crime scene? Is it just normal people can go in and out? No, they're investigating. I talk about the face mask, of course. He has tweeted that the Fauci files will be revealed this week. Pope Emeritus Benedict dies at 95. This has been happening the last few days. Hershey chocolate company is sued because tests showed that the chocolate has a lot of lead and cadmium, very strong heavy metals. They're very toxic. Texas Governor Greg Abbott placed shipping containers at the U.S.-Mexico border, El Paso, Texas, as the city deals with the border crisis of a lot of border crossing. Okay, reports also show that 115 post offices are closed. Judges, public figures are resigning. I hear this from all over. They're not just resigning. I mean, it's hard to apparently kick them out of office, but I told you there will be a government shutdown. A lot of people will be arrested. A lot of public officials will be removed because we're going to have a new system. We go to constitutional law, and then the good ones basically are going to remain, and then the ones that are corrupt. And a lot of judges have been installed by Obama and by Bush, and so the whole judicial system in America changed. It's not what it used to be anymore. There is not really justice anymore in the justice system. So there will be criminal charges filed for some, sanctions, and so this is all in line with the government shutdown coming up. Trump announced on January 5th that he will destroy with the military the drug cartels in America, and the same day it came out that billions of tons of fentanyls have been seized at the border, which is huge. It's because Trump administration is in charge and they took over, okay? And he hinted at the military because the military has also certain jurisdictions now they didn't have before, so they get utilized for the drug crimes. And so that's interesting. Fentanyl is killing a lot of people in America. Drugs are a huge problem. And I have a prediction also to make. Okay, that the IRS will be gone by April 2023. It will be dissolved. The Rothschilds, they used to own the IRS, the Galactics told me. So the Congress is gone basically, but a lot of House members are gone too. And out there are a lot of face masks and illusions. So Trump could definitely control. And then, yeah, there's just a lot going on. Also, the money party is on. Donald Trump Jr., Don Jr., Donald Trump son, the president's son, will give away money. He will be in charge of money coming back to us. Okay, from the IRS, from overseas. Money has been shipped, stolen overseas. And billions of dollars disappeared from the Pentagon multiple times. We paid for NATO contributions. And so a lot of money is coming back to us. Okay, in many different ways. And there's millions of dollars. So Don Jr. will be in charge of a lot of money coming back to the people. Okay, that's the information I got. The Twitter project has failed. And so it was all about slandering patriots for conspiracies to make us look ridiculous and to win an election. So, well, Trump is still here. A new election in March 2023. Okay, like I said, for the last few months. We got a lot of people convicted on voter fraud, and they're in Gitmo right now. So basically everybody who is accused of treason and they had a case against has been arrested end of 2022. Okay, everybody they knew about and were ready to make a case against, they arrested them end of 2022. Okay? So, and that's going to create waves. What do you think? What happens when a bird is in cage? They're singing, and this will lead to more mass arrests in January. Okay? So, and then the voter fraud with the midterms will be revealed. Okay? So, that's it. That's what I got. I think it's very interesting news, and I find it very interesting that God Almighty revealed Himself to me. And He also, by the way, thanked me for my services, and I'm sure He's thanking you guys who are contributing to you for your services too, for standing up for the truth and so on. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for listening, and make it a great day.